Hello everyone, Ivan with Vine Skills here. In this video, we're gonna do a walkthrough of our new dashboard, our lead docket dashboard. This has been newly revamped, as you can see here. It's a new design with several different features. It tripled in size. So I want to give you, we have another video of some quick walkthrough, and this video is really more of an in-depth look at all the features that are available and how to use them as well. So without further ado, I want to kind of briefly introduce you to the idea of this dashboard before we dive in. This allows you to see your lead docket data at this point. So all of the data that you have in lead docket, and lead docket has really good data on your cases, on marketing sources, expenses, calls, everything that's in lead docket. We pull all the data out of there and we give you the ability to customize the way you view them, customize your reports, customize everything about it. Some of the main reasons are, for example, you can customize what a wanted lead is, or the definition of a wanted lead. We call it a qualified lead here because it gives you the ability to select which statuses you want to consider as a wanted lead. And once you do that, if you have a real qualified lead, then you also have the ability to use your conversion rates really well, which is, the second metric right here. You can see the average conversion rate for your intake performance. So I can see how many leads my intake is signing out of the qualified leads, right? So at the very top, I can see here my average percentage of conversion is 72%. So my team is signing 72% out of the qualified leads. That for me is a really key metric on intake. And we also have the ability, another reason why we are developing this for some of our clients is the ability to see this over time. For example, lead docket can actually give you a conversion percentage, and it can give you cost per lead and cost per sign cases, but it doesn't give you the ability to see it over time yet. So we plotted this over time for you. So you can see here, I can select the date range that I want to select, and it's going to show me, hey, let's look at your conversion per over time. So this is for my entire team, and this is per individual. So I can see my intake team, how many people are there converting, how they're doing individually. I can also see them individually over time, which is really neat. I can see each one of my team members, how are they doing over time. So neat configurations and selections in here. Financial analysis is one big reason why we developed this, is we can see now your cost per case month by month. So look at this example. This is a good example here. We've been spending some more money on our marketing, and but my cost per case is actually going up month over month. So I can see here in September, something didn't go well here. I was spending $1,000 a case. So I can see here cost per case, overall cost per lead, my total marketing spend, and my marketing ROI. I mean, I come from marketing. If you're from marketing, when you see marketing ROI, it's awesome if you can get that number. So let's look at the finance data a little bit more in depth. Here's our finance page now. It has several new features. At the very top, you can see goals and KPIs, and this is really neat. So I can see, for example, how many cases I signed, or how many cases I signed out of my goal, and this goal is set by the user. So you're able to set your goal. You can tell me, hey, I want to sign 50 leads per month. Great, that's your goal now. Now your team can actually work towards something and know how far off they are from their goal. And we have 4 main KPIs. We have signed cases, we have total spend. So keep your marketing in check, right? This is a goal. I want you to spend $30,000 or less. Where are you regarding your marketing spend? If you have a marketing team, you definitely want to be tracking that as well. Cost per case. Ultimately, it's your average, it's your measure for your marketing efficiency, right? You want to see, what's my current cost per case? Well, I'm spending $502 per case, and my goal is $750. So I'm good. I'm under my goal here. Same thing for conversion rate for your intake. My goal is to be at 80. I'm not there yet. I'm at 73 with my team right now. Now, all of these is filtered by marketing source, case type, and so on. So, for example, I can see only for my Google ads, which is really fantastic. It allows you to say, okay, How much am I spending per case on my Google Ads? Well, right here, you are spending $790 per case signed on your Google Ads. You sign 95 cases in this period of time, and here's the breakdown of them. You sign these type of cases. These are their, average values, and this is your estimated revenue. So you can know your marketing ROI per vendor, which is really neat. So I can see this is how much it's costing me per vendor. And I can do that for all the other ones. Let's look at my Facebook, for example. I'm spending this much per lead, this much for vendor. I sign only 5 cases in my, Facebook and so on. You can really do that for all of your vendors. So also same thing for case types. You can do that by case types. This is really huge, especially for mass torts firms, because you want to filter out your mass tort cases from your single event when you're analyzing your marketing, since oftentimes your marketing expenses are very different for your mass torts campaign versus your single event campaigns. So you have the ability to filter that out here and only look at one case type or select or unselect one case type. Let's move on because there's some really good stuff here. This video is going to be really long. This intake performance is a good one. This page allows you to see your intake performance. Again, I can select over time, so I'm going to expand it a little bit. Let me pick it from July on. It's going to give me a better view of how my intake is converting week over week. The next big thing that we added is hours from lead to sign. And that's an average, that's a measure of efficiency of your intake, right? You want to see how quick are they signing this. At the very top, you can see the number of signed cases that are being considered. Here's my conversion percentage. But I can also see, hey, in average, it's taking me 16 hours to sign a lead. That's actually not bad. So from created to signed, that's 16 hours. And out of those 300 leads, 55 were signed here in less than 24 hours. That's a really good number there to see as well. So another huge one is average minutes to process an opportunity. This is it's a request from a few clients that we incorporated in here. You can now track how long it's taking your team to process an opportunity when they come in. If somebody writes you on a website, how long it's taking your team to act on it. Right now I have a problem in this number here because this is 193 minutes it's taking. It's way too long, and I can actually select this by business hours only, so I can remove the weekends and the after hours. Let's look at calls. Now we have a whole page dedicated to calls. So if you're using the call feature in Lead Docket, which I definitely recommend you do, you have now great data. How many calls your team is making per day, per week. You can compare it to last year. You can look at per individual. You can see a lot of really good data on your calls. And then here's one of my favorites is the high value case page. So the high value case page allows you to filter your cases by the severity level, right, that Lead Docket has. So by default, it's going to filter only to severity level number 5, but I can also see, like, if I consider number 4, I can also do that as well. I'm going to leave it only 5 for now, but it's going to show me all of the leads, how many leads I got, and this is actually from January to December. So I've got 23 high value cases. 3 of them are active, so I definitely want to look at where they are. And if you scroll down, check out here, if you scroll down, I can see where they end up. I can see the leads that were signed up, they were lost, some of them in here, some of them are rejected. But over here I can see that a few of them, 3 of them actually, are in active statuses. So somebody's working on this. This is the intake specialist that's working on these leads. This one is scheduled, and I can actually see when was their last call, right? So it's a really good way to keep an eye on your high value cases. And the very last page here is now the ability for you to set your own goals for your firm and your own average case values. So this is something that you actually submit here on this form. You can tell me what's your average case value for your case types, and we input that into your dashboard, and now your dashboard has all of your firm's customized data. So it's a really neat ability to give your team much better perspective into how well they're doing, how far off they are. Again, this dashboard has several new things being added every month. We have the ability to share links. You can control who has access to it. So you can schedule reports being sent to you on a regular basis. It's a really neat feature. I recommend you check out our website. If you go here into vineskills.com, you can see our Lead Docket dashboard page. There are several really good things about it. It's quite affordable, so reach out if you have any questions. Our team is happy to answer any of them. All right, hope that helps.